Sick of watching dudes half your size getting twice the results? What if I told you it's not your genetics? Today I'm breaking down the 8 deadly mistakes causing your Gainz leakage and exactly how to fix each one to become what I call a Gainz seal. What does it take to be a Gainz seal, you ask? Well, stick around till the end to find out. Most guys waste 80% of their gym efforts on mistakes that sabotage their results. So what is a Gainz seal exactly? It's someone who plugs every leak in their training, nutrition, and recovery, sealing in gains that would otherwise be wasted. Mistake number 1. Going too heavy too often. I see this stuff everywhere. Dudes loading at the bar, back rounding like a Halloween cat, ego lifting weight their body can't handle with proper form. Your ego is writing checks your body can't cash. Here's a fact most guys don't want to hear. A 2019 study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that moderate weights with proper form produced 23% better muscle activation than heavier weights with compromised form. Think about that. You're literally getting less muscle growth by ego lifting. Look at any guy with an impressive physique. Their execution is flawless. That mind-muscle connection is where growth happens, not on the weight on the bar. The fix? Drop the weight 20% and master perfect form first. Record yourself if you have to. Stop training to impress random gym bros and start training to actually build muscle. Mistake number 2. Program hopping like a crack addict. Monday you're doing a PPL split. Wednesday you see some TikToker with a sick chest and switch to his program. Next week you're on some other kind of crap. This is classic Gainz leakage at its worst. Your body needs time to adapt to a stimulus. According to research by Schoenfeld in 2017, neural adaptations take 4 to 6 weeks to develop, while actual muscle growth requires 8 to 12 weeks of consistent training stimulus. Think about it. If you planted a seed and dug it up every week to see if it was growing, would it ever turn into a tree? You're literally resetting your progress every time you switch programs before seeing results. The best program is the one you stick to long enough to actually work. The fix. Commit to one solid program for a minimum of 12 weeks. Track your progress. Make small adjustments if needed, but stop the program hopping madness. Mistake number 3. Training like a cardio bunny. If you're doing 15 to 20 reps with baby weights until you feel the burn, I've got news for you. You're training for endurance, not size. Muscle growth needs mechanical tension. A comprehensive meta-analysis by Schoenfeld in 2021 found that loads of 70 to 85% of your 1 rep max, typically in that 6 to 12 rep range, were optimal for muscle hypertrophy in trained individuals. Ever notice how marathon runners look completely different from sprinters? Which physique would you rather have? There's a reason for that difference, and it comes down to how they train. Those lightweight high rep circuits might get you sweaty, but they won't get you jacked. The fix. Focus on that 6 to 12 rep range with challenging weights. You should be struggling by the last few reps of each set. If you can bang out 15 reps easily, you're not creating enough tension for maximum growth. Now how about this? What if you're already training with perfect form, the right rep ranges and a consistent program? Why might you still be seeing annual gains? The answer might surprise you. Mistake number 4. Sleeping like a college freshman. Bro, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Yeah, and you'll look like it too. This is where major Gainz leakage happens. You can't out-train a trash sleep schedule. Your muscle literally builds during recovery, not in the gym. Listen to this. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Musculoskeletal and Neuronal Interactions found that subjects limited to 5.5 hours of sleep had 60% less muscle protein synthesis compared to those getting 8.5 hours. 60%. Want to know why some guys can train less than you but grow more? It might be as simple as what happens when they close their eyes at night. All that work in the gym, all that protein you're eating, more than half of it is wasted because you're scrolling TikTok at 1 a.m. The fix. Lock in 7 to 9 hours every night. Non-negotiable. Set a sleep alarm if you have to. A true Gainz seal knows sleep is when the magic happens. Mistake number 5. Skipping rest days like they're optional. No days off is not a flex you think it is. It's a recipe for chronic inflammation, plateaus, and eventually injuries. Recovery isn't laziness. It's literally when you grow. A 2020 review in the International Journal of Sports Medicine showed that training a muscle group more than 3 times per week without adequate recovery led to diminishing returns and overtraining symptoms. Your gains are being made when you're out of the gym, not in it. The fix. Minimum 2 rest days weekly, with active recovery on 1 of them. Light walking, stretching, mobility work, anything that promotes blood flow without causing additional stress. Mistake number 6. Eating like a bird or garbage disposal. Either you're not eating enough to support growth or you're eating everything in sight thinking dirty bulking is the way. Both approaches leak your potential gains. According to research by Iraqi in 2019, a caloric surplus of 10 to 20% above maintenance is optimal for muscle gain without excessive fat accumulation. Did you know there's a specific calorie sweet spot that maximizes muscle growth while minimizing fat gain? Most guys are either way above that or way below it. You can't build a house without materials. You also can't build a house with random junk thrown at it. The fix. Calculate your actual caloric needs based on your activity levels and goals. Aim for that 10 to 20% surplus and building muscle is the goal. Track your intake for at least a few weeks to understand what this actually looks like. Mistake number 7. Protein intake that's a sad joke. Bros getting 40-gram protein daily wondering why they look like twigs. I'm not even kidding. I talk to dudes all the time who think a scoop of protein powder and a chicken breast all day is enough. This is where the science is crystal clear. A comprehensive meta-analysis by Morton in 2018, published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, found that protein intake between 1.6 to 2.6 grams per kilogram of body weight maximized muscle protein synthesis for resistance training individuals. Your muscles need building blocks to repair and grow. No blocks, no growth. Simple as that. The fix. 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily. This is a non-negotiable if you want to be a Gainz seal. Set reminders if you have to. Prep meals in advance, whatever it takes. Mistake number 8. Comparing your week 1 to someone else's year 5. Social media is the highlight reel of genetic freaks and gear users. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. This mental Gainz leakage is devastating. A 2022 study in Body Image Journal found that 65% of young men reported decreased motivation and gym adherence after comparing themselves to fitness influencers on social media. And here's more. What if the biggest thing holding you back isn't your body, but what's happening in your head? What if your comparison habit is actually stealing your gains? Think about it. More than half of the guys are literally sabotaging their own progress because they're comparing themselves to people who 1. Have been training for years, 2. Often have elite genetics, 3. Sometimes have pharmaceutical assistance, and 4. Post only their best angles and lighting. The fix. Track your own progress weekly. Take photos, measurements, and strength numbers. Celebrate your personal wins, no matter how small. A true Gainz seal competes with himself, not with Instagram. These 8 mistakes cause what I call Gainz leakage, the silent killer of your progress in the gym. The good news? Fixing even 3 to 4 of these will double your results almost immediately. Plugging these leaks is just one part of what it takes to become a true Gainz seal. If you want to learn other techniques that will take your physique to the next level, make sure you check out this video we made on how to get shredded with proven fitness techniques. The guys with best physiques aren't always the ones with the best genetics. They're the ones who avoided these 8 costly mistakes we just covered. So stop making excuses, start making gains, and become the Gainz seal you were meant to be. Drop a comment letting me know which of these mistakes you're guilty of. Hit subscribe if you're ready to take your gains to the next level. Until next time, seal those gains.